What's up, guys? It's Angel. I just want to give a quick shout out to the nail gods for blessing me with this mani. It is so beautiful. Thank you from the bottom of my black heart. The silver looks really amazing on its own, but I was like, what am I just going to make a video that everybody's already made? So I decided to combine it with my favorite nail art technique, Sharpie Watercolors. The mirror powders out there really do work best with gel polish, but I know a lot of us, including myself, are afraid to use gel polish because it's such a pain in the butt to remove. But have no fear, just use a peel-off base coat. Easy removal. Don't be afraid, you guys can do it. Since I knew I was going to be doing like a billion layers, I decided to use a 1-coat black polish to just cut out one of those layers. I have two that I really like. This one's from Bundle Monster and my other favorite is from Painted Polish. I have those both linked down below. This is the first of many layers of gel top coat. This is also from Bundle Monster, and I found from my previous hollow pigment video that thin layers are your friend with this gel polish, so go as thin as possible. A little goes a long way. Since gel manis aren't the norm for me, I don't have a full-size LED lamp system. I just have this little pink LED flashlight, and it gets the job done. It's really inexpensive and it doesn't take any space up, which is nice. It's just a little time consuming because you have to do each nail individually, and plus it doesn't have an automatic shut-off system, so as you can see, I'm using my phone as my timer. Now, I don't know a ton about gel polish since there's a lot of chemistry involved in it and I'm just wanting to paint my nails and not go to school, but I do know a little, and this top coat that I'm using is a one-step gel, and that's really important because it doesn't have a sticky layer to it that you have to remove, so the chrome, pigments, whatever you're using will stick to it even though it's not sticky. And that sounds opposite of what it should be, but it works. Back when I ordered my mirror powder, I had to actually order it on pre-order because everybody was going crazy for it and it was really expensive. I think I paid like $40 after shipping for this from Wildflower Academy, and then before I even received it in the mail, I found out that you could buy it from other places for way cheaper. So down below in the description bar, I have a link where you can get, I think it's $6, you can get a set of the silver and the gold, and from what I'm seeing, it looks to work exactly the same. It'll just take a while to get to you since it's coming from China, but hey, $6 versus $40, that's a big difference. To apply the powder, I just used your regular old eyeshadow sponge applicator. Actually, don't use an old one, make sure it's new, otherwise you're gonna get eyeshadow in this. And there really isn't a trick to applying these, you just buff it in. And pro tip, I found applying a second layer made it a little more shiny. And that pot is giant and basically 16 lifetime supplies, so why not use more of it? And after I could buff no more, I just took an eyeshadow brush and brushed off that excess. This is actually from the Anastasia of Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. Thought the brush was kind of crappy, so I'm gonna use it for powder. Can you guys see a difference when I apply the second layer, or am I crazy? I think there's a difference. Let me know. And some more fluffy brush action. I found this oddly satisfying. And that was it. That was the easy part, guys. And then it was time for the second layer of gel top coat. And I was a little concerned at this point. I mean, I knew it was going to work and not take away the mirror shine, but there's always that little piece of me that was like, oh no, what am I going to do if this doesn't work? But it worked. And at this point in time, I started to think, maybe I should actually buy a full-size LED lamp system. So I've been researching a couple of them on Amazon. I'm going to put some pictures of the ones I'm thinking about up here, and I will list them down below. Maybe you guys are interested in them too, because I don't think this powder stuff is going to go away, and there's going to be more bigger and better ones coming out, and I'm going to want to use them. So by the next time I do another tutorial with one of these powders, I'm going to have a full-size lamp, and I'll be able to tell you guys what I think about it. And now for the fun part of this tutorial, draw on your nails with permanent markers. I know your mom probably told you not to do that, but I'm giving you permission. You could do it. I went with blue, pink, and purple Sharpies because those colors look really great together, and I just drew them onto the nail in kind of like a square checkerboard pattern, but don't worry, we're gonna smush it and smear it around later. Oh my god, can you guys hear my cat? Azriel, baby, what's wrong? Anyways, before we were so rudely interrupted, what was I saying? Okay, just draw on your nails. That's it. Okay. It's really not that hard. And once you're all Sharpied up, it's time to make it into watercolors. You use isopropyl rubbing alcohol, and you need to use a high percentage. This is 91%. Most people have like 50 or 60% at home, so you can pick this up at any drugstore really. Now the key to doing this is to go very slowly and to only pick up a drop at a time. As you can see, I already flooded my cuticle because I picked up too much of the rubbing alcohol. So try not to oversaturate that brush. I try to keep the colors separate at first, so I just started with the pink and then I moved on to the blue and then I'll move on to the purple. And so you just want to kind of dilute them individually at first, and then once they're kind of all, you know, liquidy and smeary, then you kind of start messing around with edges of where the colors touch, and that'll make it so that the colors are blending together, but they're also still separate. Now you can see I got a ton of the Sharpie all over my skin. Now you want to try to avoid getting it on your skin, but don't worry, just take your cleanup brush and instead of using acetone to clean up, just use the rubbing alcohol that you use to dilute the Sharpie, and it will make most of it come off. You'll still have a little bit of residue, but really it's not that big of a deal, at least not to me. And then once I finished my cleanup and tried to get off the rest of the chrome powder stuck on my skin, I did the best I could. That shit is there forever. You apply your third and final layer of gel top coat. And at this point, I was really thinking, okay, yes, I have to buy the full-size LED lamp. I'm going to need that in my life. And oh my God, will you look at my nails? Guys, I've been posting pictures of my nails to the internet for the past 2 years. And breaking news, it's official. This is my all-time favorite nail art I've ever done. When I was dreaming these up in my head, I knew they were going to be cool, but I didn't think they were going to be this cool. Please tell me I'm not alone. If you want to see more of my Sharpie nail art, I'm going to list my Sharpie playlist down below so you can just get all sorts of crazy with your permanent markers. And if you're not already subscribed, please do. I would love that. And you can also follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat at twy_star. And thank you guys so much for watching my favorite nail art ever. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. And that, my friends, is how you avoid doing chores. Next time someone asks you to do the dishes, you can just say, no, I used all the Brillo pads on my nails and they look amazing. Sorry.